Okay, so hey guys, we are going to be going over how to sign distributors. Me and Brittany both found that is the most, like, the thing that people are struggling with the most right now. So we're going to start out. Brittany's going to go through and talk about some of her best tips on signing distributors and how she gets so many, how does she message, how does she post, how to do polls, things like that. And then I'm going to I'm going to chime in off of her and things like that. But throughout this training, probably towards the end, we're going to do the drawing, and it looks like we're going to have about 4 or 5 more winners tonight. So I want you guys to stay tuned for that. We're going to be announcing it live on the Zoom. So that's going to be right after we talk about distributors. So Brittany, go ahead.
Okay. Hey, guys. So I am excited to go over this tonight and talk to you guys about how I signed so many distributors. And me and Katie are going to kind of go back and forth and share our tips with you. Now, the thing with distributors is everybody wants them right away. My piece of advice to you is make sure you know what you're doing first before you can tackle a team. If you don't know how to sign customers, you need to go watch some videos on how to sign customers and master it. Ask for help, because if you enroll a team and you don't know what the heck you're doing, everything's going to fall and crumble. You're not going to be able to build a team. No one's just going to magically know what to do. So you need to know your stuff, and that's the coolest thing as a leader is you get to help other people. So obviously, you know, that's an easy way to make quick money is the company's going to give you $100 the following Friday. When you enroll a distributor, you help them get 2 customers in their first 30 days, and they are commission qualified. If you do all of that together, you will get that bonus. And now they are now commission qualified, and they know how to sign customers. And you know what? If you sign somebody up and they don't want to work or they're not going fast enough for you, you can even sign those customers up and move them under them. So I think that is awesome. On average, you guys, I sign anywhere from 5 to 15 distributors a month. So that right there is, I mean, if I got all 15 fast started, I would be making more than what I did at my old full-time job. So the power is in your hands. If you want to make money, you can figure this out. It's just about taking the time to say, you know, I'm going to dedicate myself. I'm going to figure out how to do this, and I'm going to make it work. So, like I said, though, figure out customers first. Now, building a team as a leader is so exciting, but the problem is getting people to, 1, believe in your opportunity, 2, get over their fears, and 3, catch the vision. So I feel like my biggest struggle signing distributors in the beginning was trying to, I guess, talk people into it, which I don't think we should use that term, because we're not trying to trick people or force people just to get people on our team. For me, it took me 2 months to sign my first distributor. And then it took me a while to keep signing them, and they just weren't the best quality people. And as I got better at this, I never quit. I started attracting better people. And it wasn't until 9 months into the company that I went Ruby. And I went Emerald the same month, and then the next month I went Diamond. So if you don't sign distributors right away, don't be hard on yourself. If you don't pick up right away, or you don't enroll as many as somebody else, don't compare yourself. Just keep going. You'll get it. So what we need to remember is to trick people or get anybody to sign up. Or another thing is we don't want to feel like we're bothering people. Before you start growing a team, you need to 150,000 million% believe and know deep down that this business is going to change your life. It is going to help other people. And the only way that you can truly believe that and grasp that is following other people's stories. And it wasn't until I read a story about a mom who started working from home and she quit her full-time job because of this business. And that's the minute that I decided, you know, hey, I'm going to buckle down and quit my job to stay home with my babies. Or my baby at the time. So you got to figure out, do you believe that this is the answer to all your problems? Do you believe that this will help tons of other moms out there? If so, then you need to treat this as a gift. So when you are messaging people, are you feeling like you're bothering somebody? Maybe that's why some of you feel scared. Maybe that's why you haven't signed distributors, is because you just keep posting and waiting for people to come to you, but you're not reaching out to people. So what y'all need to remember is this is a gift. And I wouldn't be saying that if I didn't truly know and experience it. Not only did this business bring me home to my children, it allowed me to stay home my second pregnancy, and it also allows me to save for a house that we're buying this year and to quit my job and so many other things. If that's not enough for you to believe like, hey, I can do that too, or hey, I can pay off my debt, you got to dig deeper. But truly, guys, this opportunity is amazing if you work the business. So when we message people, we need to keep that in mind, is who can we help? How many people can we help? So take the pressure off of you as I need distributors. I got to go executive. I got to go Ruby. If I hear one more person say that and get upset or stressed or down because they're not signing distributors, well, you're never going to sign anybody. You need to come from a place of how many people can I help? Because I know what I have my hands on and I just need to share it with as many people as possible. And that is when you are going to come across as genuine, as wanting to help and not just get somebody. Another thing that y'all need to keep in mind is people are not going to sign up right away. So the minute that you message somebody, which is what we're going to go over, is how we go about getting people. The minute that you message somebody, you cannot expect them to join right away. You cannot expect them to already make the decision that they are going to sign up. What we need to do is when we're approaching somebody is I've let them know, hey, I think you have potential and I'm reaching out to you because I see you making a lot of money with this. I just want to let you know and ask, could you use extra money? And then at that point, I need to figure out if this is a good option for them or not. Our job is to inform, not to pressure or not to tell them, hey, you need this. You know what I'm saying? So then at that point, I figure out their situation. Ask yourselves, are you just telling people everything about the business, or are you taking the time to have a conversation like you're standing right in front of them? I need to know, hey girl, I think you would be awesome at this business. Could you use an extra income? And then I need to know why they need this extra income. So I figure that out. The next step I do is I let them know, how easy this would be able to do around their schedule, because they already told me what they're doing. So I'm reiterating the fact that this would be easy for them to fit into their schedule. I'm already eliminating the concern that they don't have enough time, because I'm letting them know, you can fit that into your schedule, no problem, because they told me they work part-time. Do you see what I'm saying? And then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how much extra a month do they need to make. And then I'm going to let them know that I make more than that. I make that. And for you in your position, you need to let them know, like if you're a brand new distributor, set your goal right now. You need to set your goal. What are you going to be making this time next month? Do you want $200 a month? Do you want $500 a month? Then tell them that is your goal. And the only way that you're going to reach that goal is letting people know that you're going to hit that goal. People are only going to join you if you are successful. And that success comes from posting about the dinner you just bought, or posting about the Starbucks you just bought, or the new shirt that you just bought. Or I had Stasia message me today, and she said she hasn't been able to afford glasses, you guys, new glasses, and she was able to do that today. Little things like that you may think, oh, I need big, grand success to get distributors. You don't. You just need to talk about the little things that you're getting, but more importantly, what it's going to do for you if you haven't gotten success yet. I don't care if you've had your first paycheck yet or not. A girl on our team went Ruby today, and she hasn't even made her first paycheck yet, and she signed 5 distributors this month. What's your excuse? Because you have an opportunity to make tons of money. So tell people, when you ask them, how much do you want to make a month, and they say 200, you know what your response is going to be? Oh my God, that's awesome, because I'm about to make that next month, so I can totally help you get there. That's what you're going to tell them. They need to hear from you that you are confident, that you are going to or are successful, and that you can help them. And that if you come across in that way, then I promise you they're not going to ignore you. They want somebody that knows what they're doing. And I don't care if you know how to master signing distributors or not, but you are going to act like you are, because that's the only way you're going to get them. It wasn't until I believed in myself and I told and spoke out what I want and what I'm going to get it, that I believed, hey, I am that. I am that already. And that came off. And so when I talk to people, I come from a place of, I want to help you. I'm successful. I know what I'm doing. I can help you get there. But hey, before you make a decision, I know it's a big decision. Let me send you a video I made just to give you more info. And right away, they're like, heck yeah, they want to see me. They follow me. They want to dig more into your life. If you haven't had people come to you and say, you know, girl, I just watch your stuff all the time. You're so uplifting. I always creep on your life. I love staying up with you. Then you are not posting enough about you. Nobody is going to join your team if you're just posting about the opportunity, about the money, about the bonuses, about all this stuff that they can make. They need to see you. So you need to go live. You need to do Facebook stories. You need to post pictures of you doing things every single day. And I don't care how busy you are, because you can be driving or at a red stoplight and just talk about something you just bought. Or you can go and do an Instagram story about how you're signing up a customer right now, or an Instagram story of you trying on clothes at Target and make a poll about if it's cute or not. Like, as you're busy throughout your day, people need to see you. And that's what's going to make people think you have an interesting life. It's just because of the person you are. And every single one of you are interesting in your own way. And that's what people need to see. And then as you're doing that, then you're just going to get in the habit of, oh my God, you guys, I just signed my first customer. I just signed 5 customers. I just signed this person. I just made $100 bonus. And people, that's when people are going to start seeing it. If you are not getting that from people, you're so inspiring. You're so interesting. I love watching your videos. You need to do more of that so that people can fall in love with you. And when people see you and they believe in the opportunity and they see this person who's just, you know, going after their dreams and, you know, going after and letting people know, like, hey, I'm struggling, but I'm going to get here. Or I was struggling last month and now I'm here. That is when you're going to attract people that are just like, I want to do what you're doing. And if you don't have that, y'all, and you're just sitting there, I'm not signing distributors, you're never going to sign anybody. That's just how it works. Positive energy is going to attract positive energy, but you can't want it now. It's a process. I promise you, for the next week, if you act like you're already Ruby, if you act like you're on top of the world and you're so excited, you will get people in your inbox. But you can't sulk there and you can't say, I'm not signing anybody and not do anything about it. If you haven't watched The Secret yet, you need to go watch it on Netflix. It's so important. But like I said, y'all, we're not selling the business, we're selling us. And that's what also, you know, if you're not signing customers, we're not selling the products, we're selling solutions to problems. So when you're sitting there talking about the business, you need to dig into your heart. You need to dig out, you know, so much more than just posting about how we're making extra money and how you're making extra. Like, you need to talk about your struggles. You need to talk about you and, like, just so much you. That's what people are buying into. Just like a celebrity. Do we watch celebrities because of what they tell us? No, we watch them and we keep up with their lives because of them. Why do you think so many people and companies out there choose celebrities to sell their products? Is because of that celebrity and the reputation they have and the kind of person that they are, right? That's what you need to see yourself as. Am I putting good content out there? Am I interesting? Am I showing people, you know, all this, you know, stuff about me and getting people to like me and showing them the crazy, silly side of me, or the you know, the tired mom, spit up stain mom that other moms can relate to person. Like, that's what people are going to fall in love with. And that's when people are going to be like, you know what? I like this person. I trust you. I want to join your team. I like you. You're funny. I see you every single day on my timeline and you talk to me and you care about me. I want to buy your products. That is what you want. You're not selling it works. You're selling you. So as you are signing distributors, you got to ask yourself, am I doing all of that? Go ahead, Katie.
Yeah, and I think all of that what you're saying is true. And what another thing that I wanted to add was, like, sometimes you come into this business so like lost and confused. You're like, I really want this, but you know, I don't know if I can possibly do that. And guys, I want you guys to know, if you're brand new and you're like, or maybe you've been in this for like a month or two or whatever, you're like, dude, I just could never see myself where Brittany is or where Katie is or whatever. And I want you guys to know that that was totally me when I first got started. I, honest to God, did not think that I would ever even make $200 a month with this, even though that was my goal. Like, that was a goal that would be amazing. But did I ever believe that it would come true? Absolutely not. It wasn't actually until I went to an event, a One Team One mission, which you guys have got to see where those One Team One missions are near you, because they are all over the country all the time. There's going to be one in Charlotte, by the way, on May 17th. So if you're in Charlotte, it's coming. But those events like that I got in front of a girl who was 24 years old making $30,000 a month, and I was little old 20-year-old, maybe 19, I don't remember, but me, and I'm like, dude, if this girl makes 30 grand a month, like, what am I doing with my life right now? Like, if this is possible with this company, like, how in the world am I just going to sit here and pretend like I can't do this? And just hearing her talk was just so inspirational, and knowing that that was possible. And, you know, that was the first time I ever believed in myself. And what's crazy is that girl is actually, you know, one of our mentors, and she teaches how important self-development is. She's actually Pam Souders' daughter. So, and you know, I was one of those people who thought self-development was a crock of poop. Like, I literally thought that people who said that were just ridiculous. They're just preaching like some stupid vibe stuff that I don't even believe in. And then next thing you know, now I literally read every day. And the point of this little spiel is that reading every day has taught me how to be a better leader, a better friend, a better wife, a better mom. Like, it literally expands your brain in so many ways, just teaching you how do you expand your mind from stress. You know, when you're so stressed, you're beaten down, you're angry, you're upset, you're just sad, like all these things are going on. Maybe you have anxiety, maybe you're depressed, whatever it is, like your mind is so beaten that you've got to take it and expand it to teach yourself, how do I fix my way of thinking? Because a lot of times, you know, we're programmed naturally. If something bad happens, you automatically go to like, oh my God, this day sucks. I can't wait for this day to end. You know, my kid's being a little shit. All this stuff's going wrong. I'm spilling the coffee. I burnt the dinner, like whatever. And you just realize, like, at the end of the day, you had not said that you are thankful for one thing. Like, all you've done is complain all day long. And it's just because you're programmed like that. And once you start doing like self-development, you can listen to YouTube videos. Jim Rohn has an entire series on YouTube. You can get books by several different people. We have so many recommendations in the page for books. But read, like, expand your mind, self-develop, learn how to be a leader. If you guys are all on here because you want to promote, right? Like, you want to make money, you want to, you know, make whatever it is you join for, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, whatever. And you have to be willing to become that leader. And that's how you attract people, when you become more confident. Because let's be serious, you know, I'm going to use myself. I'll put myself out there. I don't care. I was not confident when I first got started. Like, I didn't believe that I was beautiful. I didn't believe that I could be worthy of such success. I didn't believe that, you know, there was ever anything super crazy for my family. Like, I always believed, like, you know, we would just, you know, skip by and live and then you die. And I mean, that's really sad to admit, but like, that's just the way we're programmed. So learning how to expand, be confident, know that you're beautiful, know that you can, you know, grow a team, know that you can be a leader, and that you are able to achieve great things if you put your mind to it is important. And that doesn't just happen overnight. So make sure you're doing self-development every day. Get pumped up in the morning. Change your mindset from like, oh my God, you know, I spilled the coffee, or I'm just running late, the kid's just not ready yet. Whatever it is, like, in the stress of your day, start it off with self-development. Listen to a video in the morning, and you're going to notice so much change in your attitude, which attracts people to you because they want an attitude like you have. They want to be able to be happy. They want to be positive. And that's, I know that you probably get this too, Brittany, but like, people will message you and they'll be like, dude, like, I see your stuff all the time. And you're always so excited. You're so happy. And like, you're just like doing so many fun things. Like, and guys, reality, like, I don't do that many fun things. Okay. I literally like live out in the middle of nowhere. We don't have stores or shops or anything. So we go out like once a week, and that's like our outing. Okay. So I just make my life, like, we're so excited, whether it's just outside or, you know, on the trampoline, or just watching a movie, or just playing a game, whatever. Like, I'm always just posting about my life, like Brittany said, and people will reach out to you. And in retrospect, when you're messaging people, they know who you are because you stand out. You are different than the rest of your Instagram feed. You are different than the rest of your Facebook feed. How many people on your Facebook can you think of right now that are positive as heck, and you just know when you go to their profile, they're going to be radiating happiness? Because I can literally tell you none outside of my It Works friends. Absolutely none. So you have to be that positive light, that excited, like when people see your post, and this is something a lot of people fear, is like, I don't want to be annoying. Dude, you're never going to be annoying if you're sharing your life and how excited you are about just being alive and like what you're doing. Like you're so excited because you love the greens because you're feeling healthier, you have more energy, or you wrapped and you feel so much more confident about putting the bikini on, or maybe you're just excited because you're making a paycheck while being a stay-at-home mom. Like it makes you feel empowered, or like you're worthy, or whatever it is. People feel beaten down, they feel upset, they feel scared, and like that, what people won't always reach out to you guys in the beginning. It's because you haven't established a good positive profile yet. Keep doing it consistently, and people will see this dramatic change, and you guys will notice a boom. Like all of a sudden one day your inbox is just going to be like on fire, and you're like, what happened? Like all I've been doing is I've been posting, I've been messaging, and I feel like nobody's reaching out. And then like a week later, you'll have like people just like, hey, so I've been seeing your posts, or oh my gosh, I'm really scared to ask this, but like I'm really curious about what you're doing because I could really use some extra money, blah, 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 whatever. But it takes time. So don't feel like because you've been in this a month and nobody, is messaging you that you suck and you're just not going to be good at this, or 2 months you suck, nobody's going to be good at this. Like, let me give you guys a quick little stat. Like, I think I was in this business for 3 to 4 months before I really had solid messages coming in. Like, where, like, I would get more, like, the things like, what are you doing? Or how are you making money? And things like that. So don't give up too fast because, y'all, there are people out there watching you and they're waiting for you to quit because they're so used to seeing people just try something and give up. Try something and give up. And you don't want to be that person because I'm telling you guys, time after time, people they'll watch, and then when you quit, then they're going to tell the next person that's consistent. They're going to say, I've seen, a couple of my friends do this and not be successful. And you're going to be one of those people that did it and weren't successful because you gave up way too fast when you could have signed that person up. It happens to me. Like, I think 9 out of 10 people that talk to me about this business say something like that. Like, I've seen people, but they don't do good.
Yep.
And it's not a matter if you're good or if you're bad. It's a matter of if you're consistent and you learn the business. If you're consistent and learn the business, you will not fail. But the only way for you to fail is if you literally give up too soon.
What I tell people is I tell them it's just like the gym, girl. It's like you go to the gym and someone doesn't lose weight. Are you going to say, hey, the gym didn't work, or no, it's the person? And I let them know. And I'm like, I don't know if maybe those people, it wasn't for them, or, they didn't have a good upline, but I can promise you, as long as you're willing to work and you're money driven and you are willing to learn and do what I say, then we can get you to make that extra $500 a month. And that's what I let them know. But I do want to add in there how Katie said it wasn't until like you kind of made your profile look better and kind of like made yourself look more successful that you didn't start getting messages. That's why I was saying you guys need to treat every little like success as a huge deal. And if you need help making posts, ask for help. But you need to walk the walk and talk the talk and look the part if you want this to work. So if your profile doesn't look, hold on one second, you guys. Addie, I'm on a Zoom. Can you go in the other room for a little bit or be quiet? Okay. If your profile picture is not a clear, bright picture of you, like, and it's crisp and it's edited and it looks really good, like, I mean, it's bright, then fix it. If you don't have an awesome cover photo, that kind of, think of color schemes, you guys. There's this awesome profile that this Ambassador Diamond has. I'm going to show all of you right now. And I just clicked on her page. I was like, whoa. It just popped. And her picture was so beautiful. Like, that's what you want. The best photo of you that you could take. Look at this. It just, I don't know if you guys can see, but like when you go to her page, it was like, whoa, because everything's white and then it's pink and it's an awesome contrast. If you don't have like a collage of photos on your profile like that, I love that because it gives them a glimpse of your life. They're looking into you, and the first 15 seconds on your profile, they are going to decide, and this goes for Instagram too. The first 5 to 15 seconds on your profile, they're going to decide if they want to follow you or not. Her name's Courtney Lavey. It's KORTNEYLAVEY, Courtney Lavey. But they're going to decide if they want to follow you or not. So if you don't look interesting, on to the next one. They're just going to go ahead and look and ignore your follow requests, So if you don't have your bio with, the things about you, mine says, girl mom, mama to Adeline and Amelia, Charlotte, North Carolina, photographer. I had sushi lover at one point, all that stuff. Like, you need to put the things about you. Find something about you that's different. Maybe you like to ride horses. Adeline, please go in the other room. Hold on, guys. I need to call Michael because this is not going to work.
That really quick too. Make sure your profile shows, like your bio shows you. Do not copy and paste it from anybody, and make sure that you don't include "it works" or anything like that. Just says like I sell stuff. Okay, make sure it's just like all about you. Don't include anything that includes health and wellness freak. Like, don't put that. Just literally put what is it? I love you. You can say like fitness. Or just something like that, but don't put anything regarding like it works or like anything like that. Like just something that is so simple, like Brittany said, like if you have, however many kids you have, if you want to put what state you live in or whatever, that's totally fine. And like things you like. So if you like to hike or maybe you like to cook, like foodie or something, like you can look up like little adjectives and stuff. Right now I'm muting you. Just like little adjectives and stuff that like describe you and your family. And yes, make sure you don't have anything controversial or political. Like, don't put like Republican or Democrat or like anti something. Like, don't do that. And
okay.
Attract people.
So, okay, obviously, you guys, I don't know how much you want to go into posting tonight, but if you don't know what you're posting, go to the team page and go to albums. There's going to be a ton of posts of examples of how to sign distributors. And then second, I want every single one of you right now to do this. Like right now, stop what you're doing. Go to Dreamcatchers, go to the albums, and go and look at top earners to follow with kids, top earners to follow without kids, whichever one you are. And I want you to pick 5 people starting right now to go follow. Find somebody that you connect with. Now, don't add them as friends because they're not going to accept it. You need to hit follow. And you need to hit see first. Now, what you're going to do is now, because you hit see first, you're going to see it first in your timeline. And as soon as you log on Facebook, you're going to see all the top earners posting. And you're going to now have ideas on what to post. So what I do is I copy their stuff and I save it in my files and I reword the whole thing. So that way I just have the structure of, back in 2005 or da-da-da-da-da. So I edit everything so it sounds like I'm saying it. So that way you never have to worry, what am I going to say? How do I post? How do I post during the day around my full-time job and I'm so busy? And like, that's what I did, you guys, is I copied them and I saved them and I had them. So that way once a week I would go out with a family and I'd take pictures and I'd dress up and do my hair nice. And we would take a ton of pictures and I would just post them throughout the week. And I would use those pictures all week with all the stuff that I had saved from watching people. And that's how I taught myself how to do this. And I get to a point now where I can write my own posts without having to copy and paste anything. Don't physically copy and paste and don't change anything. Oh my God, that's so bad. Don't ever do that. That's really, really, really bad. But what y'all can do is I want you to find people that you connect to, that you look up to. So that way when they go live and they talk about the business, you can watch it and you can get ideas from it. And now you're learning from somebody that you look up to and you're mimicking what they're doing, but making it you. And that's when you just master how to do this. Okay. It's not It's not like one person's better than the other. It's just about learning how to do it. So that's what I do. And then that way you can see when they take pictures with other people at events and all that stuff, you'll be able to then see who's in their tagged photos, and you'll find other top earners and you'll follow them, and like you'll start to get to know people. And it's pretty cool when you go to events. It's like meeting celebrities right in front of your eyes. Like, oh my God, I follow you. Like, I love your post. Like, that's the best thing ever. And one day, if you do it right, someone's going to say that to you. So go to albums in the team page. If you guys have not looked through our albums or our files tab or me or Katie's YouTube, that's probably why you need help. Like it takes learning until you can get it right. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would do. I just want to go over a few things that I have written down is whenever you're talking to somebody, you guys get on a personal level with them to where they can't say no. So we're in a relationship type business. So right away, as soon as somebody messages you, as you're talking to them and giving them the info that they want, make sure that you're getting to know them also. I talk to my potentials like they're my best friends. So that way it's no pressure. It's not awkward. It's just like they're talking to somebody else online. Now, when someone contacts you, get to know them before you talk about the business and the $99. So before I mention the $99, I inspire them. The $99 is the very last thing that I talk about. I inspire them and tell them, you know, oh, you want to make an extra $500 a month? Well, I was able to do that my, third month in the business, and it's done this, and this for me. Da, 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 da. So I'm sure I can help you get there. Wouldn't that be awesome to hear that first? Before you said, by the way, it's $99. Like if you said it's $99 right away, they're going to be like, oh, no, before you're able to give them all that good info of how they'll be good at this and how you can help them and the awesome team page we have. So that's really important. Just remember that. Share your why. So always let people know why you started this business and why it's, what it's going to do for you or what it has done. Genuinely care about them. Like that I said in the beginning, y'all come from a place of wanting to help. The more people you talk to, the more people you're going to sign up, but not everybody will, and you can't get butthurt over it. That was a huge thing for me in the beginning. I would get so upset when someone said no. I still look at Michael and I'm like, this girl's an idiot. And I'll just like say, oh, well, cross her off. Like, I don't get upset anymore. I'm like, I laugh at the fact that they're not signing up because I'm like, you're dumb. You're missing out on a ton of money, but okay. Like, if they're just like, that's at the point where they're like, no, I don't want to do it anymore. I'm like, okay. Like, I don't cry about it. I don't get upset because guess what? There's someone else that God's putting in my path that I'm going to be able to help. So I'm not going to stop what I'm doing because you don't want to make extra money. So ask yourself, if I was a potential, would I join my own team? Would I want to join if I'm sending this? Would I want to join if I'm posting this? So ask yourself that every time you do it. Does Katie and Brittany post this before you post it? If we don't post something like that, don't post it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we don't post graphics, don't do it. Copy the right cat, y'all. Show stories, your goals, your dreams, and get them to parties or on the phone. let me tell you this. I never sign a distributor unless they see my opportunity video. I don't know about you guys, but if they don't see my opportunity video, which is only 12 minutes long, then I don't sign them. Because they don't know the details, they don't know the facts, and I feel like it's too much to type that all. It's the longer the paragraphs you send, the more you're going to scare them away, the more it's overwhelming. The shorter the sentences, Katie's awesome at this because she taught me this, is get to the point, don't say too much, don't say too little, and let them ask the questions. Of course, you got to let them know the things like how we make money, the $20 website, and that's about it. But if they didn't ask, how do we earn our commissions? Like, you don't have to say we have a debit card and we have direct deposit, da 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 da. I included all that thing in my video, all those things in my video. And I think that you guys should definitely use my video. I don't know if Katie has one, but you can use mine. It's on my YouTube channel. It's the 12-minute one that says how I make a full-time pay from home or something like that. Until you're at a point where you're like, I'm confident, I have a good success story, kind of like how I'm Ruby now, behind your belt to go ahead and make your own video. But if you are going to, keep it short and make sure you send it to somebody before you start sending it to other people, just to like have them like kind of give you pointers. But I don't sign anybody without the video. So kind of how I go about my conversations is I, like I said, I figure out why they need the money, let them know my success and how I can help them. I let them know, I figure out how much they want to make a month, and I tell them how easy that is and how I did it in this amount of time. And then I may ask them questions. So I'm like, oh my God, I just saw you live in Ohio. Is it cold there right now? Or something like that, or I'll compliment their kids or anything like that. And I'll get to the point where like, okay, do you want me to go over the 3 ways we get paid? I tell them the 3 ways, and then I'm like, can you see yourself doing this? Do you have any questions? And then I go ahead and I let them know, hey, I know this is a lot to think about. So why don't you go ahead and watch the video that I made, and it'll give you an idea if you want to go through with this or not. And then I follow up. And if they don't answer me, you know what, guys? I still see them watching my stories. I still see them liking my pictures. It's just a matter of time until they're going to sign up or, ask you more questions. So keep posting because they're watching you. People don't need to know how much you made, but how much you will make. I love that quote. It's the little things people can relate to, like I said earlier, and show people how and where you're working. I think that's huge. Every single day, you guys have to be posting about the business. It doesn't even matter if it's just one customer. It doesn't matter if it's how you're, like, if you didn't even sign anybody, you could be like, I can't believe, I'm here on the beach right now and I am talking to 20 people who want to work from home. This is so cool that I can help people make an extra $200 a month. That is such a post that's going to get people to want to message you. When you make these posts and you make it about, I want to help you, or, when people have that feeling like you're trying to get them, I feel like they completely tune you out. Like me and Michael were in Walmart yesterday. This is some crazy crap. Listen to this story. They have that kiosk. How many of you guys have that at your Walmart? It's the kiosk where you text free me. Okay. You text free me and it gives you, the sample dispenser thing. And you text free me and it gives you a code and you type it in and it spits you out a free little sample. Well, usually it's like Cliff Bars or some cool little snack, which we always get. It's like our ritual. And that's what we do when we go food shopping. But anyway, there was this woman there yesterday and she had a desk and she was handing out free dish pods and Procter and Gamble coupons. For any of you guys who are couponers, you got the Sunday paper every week. Katie knows this because she used to coupon with me. You get that Sunday paper every week, and if those coupons aren't in there, you're going back and you're about to yell somebody, right? So those coupons right there are life. Let me tell you, she had a stack this tall. She had a bucket this tall full of all these things. And you know what she was just doing? Would you like a free sample? Would you like a free sample? Would you like a free... Me and Michael watched like 5 people walk by and say, no, thank you. No, I'm good. Why? Because, I don't know why, honestly, they're stupid, but probably because they felt like they were being sold to, right? No, I don't want to be locked into anything. No, I'm good. Like when you go to Myrtle Beach or you go to any tourist attraction, you have the person in the middle who wants to see a free show. Come on. Like, you're going to be suckered into some crap, right? So when you make posts like you're trying to get distributors, people I feel like sometimes are they're watching, but they're not grasping. So what y'all need to do is think of it as the person dancing in the room. If you have a DJ and the DJ is like, okay, who's going to be the next one to dance? Let's go. Come on. And everyone's coming to the floor. No one's coming because no one's dancing yet. But what if there's that one guy in the middle and he's dancing and he's having so much fun and he's loving life? That's going to attract somebody else to come have fun, right? And that's going to have someone else come. DJ didn't need to say anything. He just had to get that one person dancing. So it's the same thing. I want you all to remember that. People are attracted to what they want to do because they see them having fun. People are going to want to join you because of what you have, because it's something they don't have. So when you are posting, you don't necessarily have to say, I have 5 spots. I'm looking for people. I want this. I want these kind of people. If you need extra money, this. Me saying I'm on the beach and I'm doing this today and I'm having so much fun and I can't believe I'm here helping, talking to 10 people who want to make an extra $200 a month. And then the other part of your post is talking about how much fun you're having and maybe a story about your day. That's going to attract more people to dance with you. Do you see what I'm saying? So as long as you're like Katie was saying, share. Don't try to get, just share all the fun and all the stuff that you're doing. And then 75% of your posts need to be you, your story, maybe something funny that your kid did while you were at TJ Maxx today. And then at the end, you say, oh, and I love that my business allows me to spend $200 whenever I want on a new purse. #winning. And then make it a really cute ass picture of you and your purse. Like, do you see what I'm saying? It's attraction marketing, you guys. Attraction marketing is doing things that people wish they had or wish they could do, which is money. It's money. That's why people join this business. So I hope that makes more sense. Your pictures are what's going to attract people. So if your pictures need some work, the only way you're going to figure it out is go look at the ambassadors. Go compare your Instagram to me and Katie's. Go compare your Facebook to me and Katie's, and the other diamonds on the team, and the other people in successful company. That's what you're missing. Okay, so I hope this really helps you guys tonight. What we're doing. Katie, do you have anything to add to that? Was that a good example?
Yeah, let's just go ahead and put some if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. Let's start and see if anybody has any more questions. Otherwise, we're gonna go ahead and we are going to announce the winners. We have 4 winners tonight. So ask any questions you have. If you're confused about something, if something didn't make sense, just ask. Don't be scared. Nothing stupid. Trust me.
Yeah. Just some other tips while you guys are asking your questions, because this is from a really good video I saw, is people have to trust you, that you are trustful, faithful, and that you are going to be a leader. Post as if you are a leader, even if you aren't. I remember Jade Hooper saying, my team is on fire. They're making so much money, and she didn't even have a team yet because she knew of the team that was coming in. And do you remember that?
Yeah, and she always talks about that, and she speaks it into existence. My team is this, my team is that. It's always positive. We are going to here, and we have this many rubies, we have this many emeralds. It's just you have to envision what it is that you want, and it starts to come true. All right.
Yep.
So, all right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna let me just pause. All right, so here's our questions. All right, Brittany, you can answer the first one. What is the first? What?
Go ahead. I just wanted to say something.
You can say it, and then we'll start the questions.
Okay. I have a how to sign distributor video playlist of all my favorite videos that are how to sign distributors. If anybody wants to see the playlist that I put together, just message me.
Okay, perfect.
That's all.
All right, so you get to answer the first one, and then we'll just go back and forth. So what is the best response to someone that says they don't have the money right now?
Go to the files tab, and then I made a whole entire page that says rebuttals. It has a response to every excuse that someone's going to give you, from no time, no friends, no money. So if they say I have money right now, you say, well, that's the whole reason you need to start, don't you think? What if we thought of different ways to get that money together faster? Would you go and sign up and give it your all so you can stop living paycheck to paycheck? That's what I would say. Would you give it your all if I could get you to sign up faster, so you don't have to live paycheck to paycheck anymore? And I usually say something like, if you ask me, I think you deserve an extra $99 a month to blow on what you want. And that usually, I feel makes them say, you know what, I freaking do. So.
Yeah, and then if they still give you, well, how do I come up with it? That group. Our team group.
Oh, the group that I have. I created a group that is how to join it without using all money. I teach you step by step what to say, what to send people, and I have an introductory video that teaches you what to do, and teaches them how to pre-sell. It teaches them how to message people to do host to post. So like for instance, they'll message people. I tell them, write a list of the first 10 people that you would invite to your shower, your birthday, next 10 people that you would, that would come bring you chicken noodle soup if you were sick. Write the list of those people, and then I tell them, okay, this is what you're going to send to them. Go. And that's what's in that group. If you're not in that group, get your upline to invite you, because I believe all the Ruby and above leaders are in it, and you can be added to it, so that way you can invite anybody and anyone to be to that group. Now, here's the thing, you guys. If somebody is like, I'm going to get the money together, I know I will, like, let them get the money together. But if you follow up like 2-3 times and they still ain't got the money, that's when I go ahead and I add them to the group. Or if it's somebody like, I'll never have the money, like, I don't know how I'm going to do that or anything like that. But for the most part, like, the thing with pre-selling is sometimes people will ask for people and they will get very discouraged. That some people say no, and that's like puts an image in their head. Well, how am I going to sell anything if my mom, dad, brother, and sister say no? So you want to make sure that this person's serious and they really want it. And then when I get them to do all that, I help walk them through combos. And then I also tell them to go back through to the people who said no and say, hey, question, how would you feel at least some free products? And then they're like, okay. And then they're like, and then you tell them to host a post. Instead of the cleanse, you're going to do host a post for the wrap. And then you're going to find someone who wants to buy the wrap, collect that money, use that money to sign up. And then whenever you sign up, you can order with your free product credit, Keto Energy, any other samples, and then send that to the person who hosted a post for you as a thank you. So that's what I would do.
Okay. So next question. All right. So student name's Ashley. So when it comes to knowing the business, is it more than just knowing the products, if that makes sense? Like, as a beginner, the bulk of what we're supposed to know. So we kind of covered this a little bit when we're saying, like, when you first sign up, your first goal is 4 LCs. And that's what I train all my new people to do, because you can't grow a team if you don't know how to get customers. Like, a team is important, but customers are really, really important, because that's how we get paid. So knowing how to sign customers. And then when you sign a distributor, you're going to teach them exactly how you sign customers. So it is knowing the products, but I don't want you guys, all newbies, like, do not focus on being a product expert. That's what we have our website for. Whenever you're confused, you can literally just go to your website and be like, okay, hair, skin, and nails, what does this do? Probiotic, what does this do? Keto coffee, what does this do? And it gives you like bullet points, like, it does this, 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 and this. And it has this, 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 and this. And like right there, the ingredients are right there. What it does is right there. The FAQs, frequently asked questions, they're right there. So like, you always have that backup. And a good tip, rule of thumb, if you're looking for a post, guys, you can always do this. And I just love how simple this is, because I feel like it's a genius idea. So like, you can just go, let's say you need help with, like, you want to post about the cleanse today. You looked it up, you figured out what it did, and you're like, all right, I got an idea of what the cleanse is. You can go to my profile. So you just like click on my name, go there. Okay. And then you click, you can search next to my name, cleanse. And all my posts about the cleanse, it's not focusing. All my posts about the cleanse will come up. Well, right now that's all my host posts, so that's why it looks the same. But you can go to like my photos. It'll show you how I take pictures for the cleanse. Everything right there is about the cleanse, okay? So you can always get ideas that way. But for the most part, the bulk of what you're supposed to know is how to sign loyals, how to post, and then once you get your first 4 loyals, how do I grow a team? And then you're going to start growing your team, okay? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so if you have any more questions.
While you keep signing customers, don't stop.
Yes. Forever getting customers, okay, guys? Make your goal at least 8 LCs a month, okay? That's 2 LCs a week. Think about how simple that can be if you break it down. All right. So, Brittany, here's your question. So I have a girl who commented on my post asking questions, and I made the mistake of just messaging her and answering her questions. She left me on red, and I completely understand why. How do I come back from that? I need to follow up with her, but I don't want to mess it up. She has a daughter and has one on the way.
That's such a good question. So anytime that anybody comments and they're like, hey girl, or they say like, how much is a stretch mark cream? Or how do you use the wrap? Or tell me about what you do. You don't want to message them. Now, I don't know if you did this or not, iPhone, but I can't see who it is. I always message them, hey girl, I just saw your comment about the stretch mark cream. Did you want more info? Even though I know they want more info. That way I know they reply back to me. You know what I'm saying? And they're right there at that moment. And then I let them know what it is. And I always end with a question. So go back and say, and see if you ended with a question. If you didn't, they got the info they needed. Now they're deciding, but you need to keep that conversation going. You're in charge of the conversation at all times. So when you like tell her that whatever you told her, I would have ended with, does that make sense? Or how much extra money a month would help you? Or are you on your phone a lot already? Or how much weight do you want to lose? Whatever the topic is about, and try to figure out, more info by just asking a question. That way they're going to respond. You're in charge. You need to take it step by step and don't do it all at once. So I would have done that. And I would come back and I would say, I don't know what you're talking about, but maybe something like, hey girl, I know that was a lot of info. How would you feel about a video instead if it's about the business? To help you make a better choice. Or, hey girl, I know that was a lot of info. I haven't heard back from you yet, but I just want to let you know I'm saving your spot for my discount still, if it was about the products. Does that sound like something that would help you or not really? When I give them the option, will it help you or not really? Are you interested in extra money or not really? Were you interested or just being sweet? They don't ignore me. They write back to the next, if it, they're not interested, or if they don't want it, they'll at least write back so I can know, okay, she's not interested. But if they are interested, you give them that option to write back. You see what I'm saying? So always offer both. Are you interested, or were you just being sweet? Were you still interested or not really anymore? So that way they know you're at least okay with them not being interested anymore. People think if they don't write back, they're doing you a better favor versus just telling you, hey, I'm not interested. Like, I want people to be upfront with me, but people don't think like that. They don't want to hurt your feelings. But even though ignoring me pisses me off more. So, okay, next one.
Hey, can you look at your, can you get the link to that and post it in the chat, Brittany?
What?
Playlist, because a lot of people are asking for it.
Start with my video just because it's easier that way.
Okay, so I'm going to send distributors.
It's in my playlist.
How do you do? I don't see it. I look at your playlist and it says you have a self-development, how to send LCs, and then like a bunch of random stuff from when you're like 5.
It's private.
Okay, make it or send it. Can you put the link in?
You can only do it by the link. Yeah, you can only do it by the link. So what chat?
What? They just put it in here in the Zoom chat. What do you mean?
Oh.
All right, hold on. Let me answer this quick
I'm just going to post it in the page.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so Brittany said, how do you do your dream board? You get a poster board and you literally put on there all your goals. And I put, like, on mine, I put like a savings account goal. I put my traveling goals. I want to be in the top 100. I want to make $35,000 a month. I want to make, I want to read more, things like that. Like whatever it is you want. Like my first dream board is so different than the one I have now. I know Brittany's has a house on it. You just literally put things where you want, like whatever it is you want. It could be anything, a new car, pay your car off, pay a credit card off, pay down your student loans, whatever it is for you, you put that on a dream board and you look at it every single day. Mine's right here on my wall next to all my charts. So every day that I get over here, I wake up, it's in my bedroom, my office is in my bedroom. I literally see, like, I want to do all these things and get all these things, and it reminds me why I work so hard every day. They are crucial. It's a must. You have to do it. Like, it costs barely, I think my poster board is extra, and bougie, and it has glitter all over it from the store. So mine, I think, was like $3. Okay, but you can get like a 50-cent poster board. You don't have to be like that. But you know, do whatever makes you happy. But I like to make mine pretty, and I look at it every day, and it reminds me, like, all right, Katie, this is why you're working today. This is why you're working so hard. You want to do this, this, and this, and this. So that's how you do it. Make it pretty. And I think we even have a thread about dream boards, but I can show you guys mine. Stasia, the winners, the person who is getting their prize out is going to message them. So they need to look out for a message request. Okay, so somebody said rebuttals. All right, somebody said okay, you said ask. Okay, so somebody said the rebuttals, yeah, they're in the team page under files. All right, Brittany, next question is, so I asked a girl to host a post for me.
I already read it.
Did you answer?
I would just say, well, girl, honestly, like, I appreciate you so much posting that for me, but I feel like they're going to be confused if they see a picture of cleansing coffee and put like a laughing, crying face and be like, if you really want to try the coffee, you know, post this the right way. If you can, if you don't mind, just delete it and repost it in the morning, and I'll send you that coffee sample.
Okay.
That's what I would do.
Next question is, when you get an LC, do you have to contact them each month to see what product they get for the next 2 months, or are they automatically getting the same? They will get the same product for every month, and you should message them every single, like I message everybody on the 1st, like for 2 weeks. So it's like 1st to the 14th, I message, and then like the next week, it'll be like the following 2 weeks. So I'm always making sure I know when my LC's order is going out. I know what they want. How's it going? Do you like it? Do you want to change? Especially if they're like looking for like a certain result, like weight loss or, you know, toning up or something. I'm always on top of it. And that means they will love you. And a quick tip too, guys, for your LCs, go to Target, the dollar section, and I already calculated this because I'm a cheap little sucker. These are cheaper than buying bulk thank you cards, okay? You get, this one had 6 cards for $1, okay? Or usually they have 8, but this one was so cute I had to get this one. But usually it's 8 cards for $1, and I send my customers a handwritten card, and I literally say something as simple as, hey, Sarah, thank you so much for supporting my business. I'm so excited for you to get the cleanse. You're going to love it so much. Let me know as soon as you get it. I can't wait to see your results. And then I'll say, here's a sample of one of my favorite products, and I send a sample of the greens. You can send one. I usually just send one little green stick. But now I'm going to send the Keto Energy sticks because it's way cheaper. But I'm like, oh my gosh, try this product out. All you have to do is put it on your tongue, and it's going to dissolve. It's got a ton of vitamin B in it, and you are going to love it. Let me know what you think. And then I say like a little heart and then Katie Bevington. And then I just seal it up, put it in my mailbox. The mail lady takes it, and my customers freaking love it. They're so excited to get something in the mail for me. And they're so thankful that I took the time to handwrite a note. So that's what I do. Brittany?
Can I add something real quick before we go on? You guys have to learn how to take care of your customers. They should know that the minute you sign them up, I send them something that says, all right, your auto shipment's on this day I say your next order's on this day every single month. You can log on to myworks.com. This is your loyal customer ID number. This is the password you told me. And this is going to be how you change your order. You can go to edit this. I will tell you as best as I can. I will remind you as best as I can that it's going to run a few days before, but if I don't, you'll receive an email 5 days before from the company. Thank you so much, and I can't wait to hear your feedback. I'm going to send you the directions in just a second. I send that, and then I send them the directions. What I do, you guys, is if you don't have this done already, I have that typed out, and I have it in my text replacement. If you don't use text replacement, it's amazing. You basically say, okay, I want this paragraph to come up when I type this word. So I'll type new loyal, and then it has no spaces in it, and then it will go ahead and type everything I just said, your auto shipments on this day, and I'll send that to them immediately right after I sign them. I've also typed out my cleanse instructions, so that way whenever I type cleanse directions, boom, it brings up all the cleanse directions. When I say wrap info, I'll go ahead and have the paragraph. It'll bring up the paragraph that says how the wraps work whenever I'm talking to somebody who's inquiring about the wraps. I have a whole entire video on my YouTube. It says how I take care of my loyal customers, how I have a list, how I follow up with them, what I say. If you don't take care of your customers, you bet your ass they're going to cancel after those 3 months. We want to get customers that are here for life. And that's what's important, that you guys take advantage of that. It's not just about getting new customers. It's about taking care of our customers and getting them on the next product, seeing what the next thing would do that helps them, getting them to order for 6 months versus 3. So it's really important that y'all learn how to do that. I highly encourage y'all watch my video.
Yeah, guys, and if you have to just figure out what system is going to work for you. I know Brittany's system is different than my system, but it's like whatever your personality type is like, figure it out and just follow it, okay? All right, so Brittany, if someone likes your posts, you ask if they're interested in the product or business and they say no, they just want to like your post and they say they like future posts, do you message them again or ignore it because they've already said they're not interested?
If somebody said that they're not interested, then they're not interested. They're never going to be interested unless they tell you they're interested. So I would let them know, well, thank you so much for liking my post. Even though you're not interested, just you doing that helps my business so much. So don't stop liking it. And then that's what I tell them. I'm like, that helps me so much. Don't stop. And I'll put like a laughing, crying face. I'm like, that support right there means the world to me. Thanks, girl. And I'll put like a heart. And then I'll usually say, if you ever come across anybody who, is posting about that, feel free to tag me in the comments. And if you ever want some free product, I have some available for you if you want. And then they're like, if they ask you, you ask them to do host post.
Okay, so we're going to try to run through the rest of these as fast as we can. But, okay, so somebody said if their loyal customer has a different billing and shipping. Guys, let me break this down so simple. If somebody tells me, like when I am literally talking to a loyal customer, I do not let them have control of the conversation. You have got to be in control 24/7. So if somebody tells me, all right, I really want the wraps, how much is it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, it's 100 retail or 59 as a or as a customer. What's best for you? They're going to say, what's a customer? I say, you're going to order now, May, and June. They're going to be like, okay, all right, I would rather be a customer. And I'm like, okay, great. Are you ready to order now? They say yes. I say, great. Then I'm like, okay, so what's your number? I'm going to text you. So I get their number. It's important to have all your LC's numbers, okay? It's very important. So I get their numbers and I say, all right, hey girl, it's Katie. Do you feel more comfortable putting the order in or just having me do it like most of my clients do? I always say like most of my clients do because I like to put in the order myself because it eliminates error, okay? So then they're going to say, okay, great. Well, you could just put it in. Like 9 out of 10 times the customer wants me to do it. So I'm like, okay, great. All I do is I'm like, all right, I need your shipping address. And I say billing, if different, in parentheses. And then I say email and then credit card number and credit card expiration. And then they're going to send it back. If they have a different shipping and billing address, all I say, like I go into my eSuite, go to orders, go to enroll a customer, and then click loyal customer. And you can put in their billing and shipping that are different there. If they insist on doing it themselves and they have a different billing and shipping, let them know. Okay, due to our very strict credit card processing system, we have to we either have to call customer service or I can put it in for you on my side in my back office with the different billing and shipping address. What's easier for you? And then you can go from there. But they should never have to feel like there's never a time where that loyal customer cannot enroll because they have a different billing and shipping. Make sure you ask every time. Otherwise, every time that they put enter and it doesn't work, it's going to charge their card. So you don't want that to happen and then the customer freak out like you're trying to scam them or something. All right. So, yeah, everybody's got a bunch of those cards. Yeah, Carly said you can get 20 cards for $1 at Walgreens. It really, guys, it's really up to you guys, whatever. But like, you gotta send thank you cards to your customers. Like, I know it's a pain in the ass and sometimes it takes forever, but like, it means a lot to them that you're taking care of them. And think about how would you feel if you ordered something and somebody gave you a quick sample and just a thank you? Like, that means a lot. We don't really get a lot in the mail anymore these days, and I feel like it takes your relationship with your loyal to a new level. So they bless you. Yeah, Carly, go ahead. Wait, where are you? I'll unmute you. Do you want me to unmute you? Hold on, I don't see your name. Let me go find you. Are you under Carly? Yeah, you are. All right, I see you. I'm muting now. All right, Carly, go.
So something I learned on the eSuite and then sort of at not conference but in Dallas when I went like for organization, I really used to struggle with finding out like who are my personally enrolled customers, because later on, you can move your customers underneath like other distributors. But what I like doing now is every time I get a new loyal customer, I'll flag their email when I get the notification. And basically what I'll do is I'll put them all in one folder, so I can go through and see what days they enrolled, like where their auto shipments are. It'll say like the date, and then also so I can message them and keep up with them. And it's easier doing that than scrolling through your eSuite and trying to figure out who did I personally enroll. That's something that's really been helping me. And then also I really liked at conference how they said, like with emails, since you're all going to have people in that one folder, you can also do like a monthly email thing. So basically you can title it as look who's getting results, and you'll put a before and after picture of one of your clients in the email, and say if it's like for hair, skin, and nails, and you have like a whole bunch of cleanse customers, they're going to be exposed to that new product, if that makes sense. So it's sort of like introducing them to another product, and you can put like, if you want results like these, click here, and send like a direct link to your eSuite for the product. And then also at the bottom of that, you can put if you're getting results, please send them in and you'll be entered into a raffle. I really liked that tip in Dallas, and I'm going to start doing that, and also create a Facebook page for my personal loyal customers so they can be exposed to other products as well.
Yes.
So.
That's what I do. Yes.
Yes, I love that. And Brianna, I've never had an issue, but you don't have to put a return address on it. You just put you can just put their address on. Like you just write like on the envelope, don't put your name. You can put like Katie Bevington, and then like you can put just like their address and a stamp, and it still goes. It just means like if it gets lost or like something, it just won't get returned to you, which isn't a big deal if you don't have, obviously it's just a sample of something. But all right, so does anybody have any more questions, or we're about to end this thing? All right, so that was pretty much it, guys. If you have any more questions, of course, ask away. We will be, I'm going to do a live video tomorrow in the page, probably like not like early in the morning, probably like afternoon-ish. So stay tuned for that. We're going to get ready to take off with May. We have a lot of big things happening in May. So stay tuned, and I will get you guys on track how to get started in May, how to take off right away, and what you need to do to make sure that you get a promotion starting in May. Whether you're brand new, you've been in for a while, whatever it is, we're going to get you lined up and ready to go with my video tomorrow morning-ish, afternoon. You guys know I don't wake up super early, so it'll probably be like 12:30 or so. So stay tuned. Yes, I'm going to put it on my YouTube. It's going to take a second to upload, and then I'll try to get up there later tonight if I can do it if it uploads before I fall asleep. All right. Bye, guys.